Georges River Council. I declare the meeting open at 6 p.m. I'd like to start by acknowledging the Bidjigal people of the Eora Nation, who are the traditional custodians of all lands, waters and sky in the Georges River area. I pay my respect to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who live, work and meet on these lands. Apologies. I don't believe we have any apologies. Requests to attend the meeting via audio-visual link. There were no requests to attend the meeting via audio-visual link. Notice of live streaming of committee meetings. Staff and public are reminded that this meeting is being recorded for minute-taking purposes and is also being webcast live on Council's website. This recording will be made available on Council's website. The Code of Meeting Practice. The order of business is as shown in the agenda, which has been made available. Staff and public are reminded that this meeting is open and doors to this meeting room are to be left open unless the meeting moves into a closed confidential session, according to section 15 of the Code of Meeting Practice. Council's Code of Meeting Practice prohibits the electronic recording of meetings without the express permission of Council, and mobile phones must be turned to silent during the meeting. Disclosure of interest. Do any councillors have any interest to declare? No? Public participation on the items on the agenda. There are no registered speakers for tonight's meeting. So we will move to the first item of business, which is the confirmation of minutes of the previous meeting, FIN 08-23, confirmation of the minutes of the previous meeting held on 13th of February 2023.
I'll move that, Madam Chair. I'd like to second the motion.
Thank you. Moved by Councillor Symington, seconded by Councillor Ficarra. Does anybody have any questions on the minutes of the previous meeting? No? All right, we'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
All those against, I'll declare that carried. And we move to the first of the committee reports, which is FIN 009-23. That's the investment report as at the 31st of January 2023. I could have a mover and a seconder.
I'll move it.
Thank you, Councillor Marnie.
I'll second the motion, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Ficarra. Does anyone have any questions for the Acting Director on the investment report at all? No questions? Okay. Based on that, I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
All those against? There it carried. And now we move to item FIN 010-23. It's a property matter. Purchase of 25 Joffrey Street, South Hurstville for public recreation purposes. If I could have a mover and a seconder first.
I'll move that, Madam Chair.
Councillor Symington.
I'll second the motion, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Ficarra. Okay, it's been moved and seconded. I might just first of all ask the Acting Director to just give us a brief overview of the background of this property, and then if councillors have any questions, they can ask then.
Yep, thank you. Through you, Madam Chair, I'll do a rough overview and I'll just check with the head of strategic property whether he wants to add anything. But overall, in our community strategic plan, it has been identified as a key goal is to acquire open space. Given we do live in an urban area, we do have to identify properties that do exist to then transform them into open space over the period of it. One property has been acquired at the location and 4 more are still required in order to get it to that position to become an open space parcel of land for the community to use. This one has been done under private treaty, so it wasn't done as a compulsory. It was a joint agreement and it was done in partnership. It previously was identified in the 2012 Cogra City Council LEP and it was reaffirmed by the Georges River Council in 2021 as continued benefit of acquiring that space for open space in the future for future generations.
Okay. Right, councillors, does anyone have any questions then on this item?
I do,
Mhm.
only because it'll be confidential.
No,
No.
we're not.
Okay, well,
So
because I'm talking about prices, I'll wait till it's confidential.
if you want to ask questions, we will have to move into confidential. So if you have a question relating to the valuation,
Yeah.
then does anyone else have any other questions before we do that? Otherwise, we can move into the confidential.
Is this a deceased estate?
No.
Just that I saw some pictures and there's some really nice old stuff there. Anyway, okay. might end up with.
I think that could be confidential related matters, so let's move into.
Yeah, okay. So at this stage of the meeting, the time being 6:05 PM. I need to call for a mover and seconder, or is that all? I hear
Mover and seconder for confidential.
You should make mistakes going to conflict.
Yeah, it does move.
I'll move it.
Okay, the Mayor Catchus has moved it. Councillor Picard has seconded the motion to move into confidential session. So at this stage of the meeting being at 6:05 PM, I hereby advise that the meeting will move into a committee of the whole to allow consideration of a matter in closed session in accordance. I'll continue reading.
Yeah.
I advise that the meeting will move into a committee of the whole to allow consideration of a matter in closed session. We don't have to confirm any. Okay, so we are back to
Has he given that?
open council, open meeting now.
Yes, Jack, it was good.
So at 6:19, we return to open session, and we have recommendation, which was put by Councillor Symington and seconded by Councillor Ficarra, which is for item FIN 010-23, property matter, purchase of 25 Joffrey Street, South Hurstville for public recreation purposes. We've just had some questions around valuations in the closed session. Is there any other questions, councillors, on this item? If not, we'll put the recommendation. All those in favour say aye. All those against? I declare it carried. There being no other business on the agenda, I declare the meeting closed at 6:20 PM. Thank you, councillors. Thank you, staff. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Chat.